Okay. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Honor to those I've loaned from. Of course, those men is constantly pushing out this word on the internet. Double honors to their teachers, the apostles of all Israel, who do rule well. And shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking the truth, seeking righteousness, and hoping for edification. All right, real quick. This one needs to be said. What's going on right now in the United States of America, aka Babylon the Great, aka spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom? This has to be discussed. What the leaders are doing to their people is blatantly treason. If you read the Bible, you believe the Bible, and you see how a leader is supposed to run his country, treat his people, and what will happen if he just King David just numbered his people, and he almost lost his kingdom. These people do a census every 10 years. Every 10 years, they do a census. King David just numbered it, tried to number his people, and he almost lost the whole kingdom. Look at what this guy's doing. Let's just take a look at Joe Biden. What's his stance on, the gender identity of just the children? June 15th of 2022, right here it says in the Texas Tribune, says he signs an order to protect transformer children from policies like, Texas tried to preserve the sanity of their children, and he's going to go over their head and, try to outdo what the General Assembly in Texas is passing, the laws they're passing to preserve the sanity of its citizens. You can see he's gone overboard. They call his administration the most gender fluid administration in the history of mankind. A person like this, pushing this kind of wickedness, a leader. He's not just a person, he's a leader. He holds the highest office in the country. Pushing this kind of wickedness on his people is blatantly treason. Like I said, King David almost lost his kingdom for numbering his people. This guy is pushing an abomination, pushing it upon the people. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 23 and we'll 17 to 18. This is what the Most High says to his world. Like we say in John 3:16, he said, for God so loved the world. It means he loved the government, the association of Israel. That word there was cosmos. Not, if it said oikomani, that means he loves the entire world. He loves the order that he set up on this earth, which is the cosmos. There's supposedly if you're in Babylon, you're in a first world country. If you're like in somewhere like Haiti, they'd call that a third world country. So subliminally, you already know that there's different worlds, or definition for worlds on earth. So the world he was talking about in John 3:16 was the world that he set up to rule and have dominion over all things on earth. That's the world he's talking about. He's not talking about all of you people. So here's a rule that he had for his world. Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai for any vow, for even both these are abomination unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So this is a high crime right here. A high crime. Let's just look. Let's just look. Someone that holds. Look at this person, Rachel Levine, formerly known as Mark Levine. That thing. Y'all seen it before. 65 years old. Education, Mount Sinai, Harvard University, Tulane University. And this person, they went to high school with Mark Milley. So these people are coming out. This is that wicked root coming from that wicked vine. This is them. They all come from the same places. This was the Secretary of Health of Pennsylvania. Now this is a Deputy Secretary of Health for the United States of America. Look what they call him. Admiral. This is an admiral. This is what's going on in America. This person is an admiral. And they're not over the roads or digging. This person's over health. So that's what's going on here. How can this person, which clearly is insane, tell you about your mental health? So what is an insane person to do? If this person is coming to me with all the rights of a high standing citizen, how am I supposed to argue with this person? This person went to Harvard. Damn, how am I going to? How am I my lowly self, Tulane University? How am I supposed to argue with that person? That's what's going on here. Who else we got? Look at this one. They had to run this one out of office. He was stealing everybody's suitcase and putting on the clothes. Sam Brinton. Look at this one. Kansas State University for his BS. MIT for graduate. He was over the toxic waste. The Secretary of State for toxic waste. You can't give people like this money. What do you think they're going to do with their money? They're going to come through. They're going to throw functions, and you're going to have to serve these people. If they get married and they come to your establishment and they want a cake, you got to bow down and get them the cake. You got to make a wedding dress. You have to serve them. You can't be like, look, now I don't really want to deal with you like that. You have to actually sit in a room and have an adult conversation with someone looking like this. Look, non-binary, ex-Biden official, family Sam's abuse claim. It's just out of. Look at this guy. This is what's going on here. What else is Biden pushing on? Look, okay. You know what? Let's just go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48 really quick. Because Esau has the answer for this stuff. He has the answer for all these things going on down here. He really does. Somebody's got to be, this has got to be brought up and has to be dealt with. Seriously. We got Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Now, Deuteronomy 28, first he tells the blessings that will happen if you follow his, if you stay true to the covenant that we made after leaving Egypt. But then he gives the curses that would come upon the nation, the cosmos of Israel, if they go or disobey the covenant. And he says, I'm going to make you serve your enemies, okay? Your enemies. You're not just going to fall victim or into slavery to some random people. You're going to fall slavery to some people that know you very well, know your past, and they pretty much know your future. They know they're going to get the Bible. These people have been watching your entire existence. You're in the room with these people. They hate you. These are the type of people that are going to have complete access over your life. And the key in this, the point I want to make is you will go to them in want of all things. So if you want education, if you're a dumb rock and you want to know something, you got to go to them. Who owns the Smithsonian? So they have access to the past, the present, and your current level of education. Thankfully, now we have the internet. You have to go to them for healthcare, for food, housing, occupation, governance. If you want, for your spirituality, your church, who do you think is controlling TD Jakes? Why do you think this guy has such a big church and such a big following, but he can't really come out and tell you the truth? Joel Osteen. These are all the Negroes or the tribes, the northern and the southern tribes like to go to on church. These are the people they want to be holding service over them when they get married. For clothing, he said, and nakedness. So you got to go to them for your clothing. Everything in want of all things, you have to go to them. So guess what? Since we had to go to you for one for all things, you got to answer for this. You got to answer why there's a 6 foot, 300-pound man wearing a dress and high heels and not able to define what a woman is. Esau is going to have to answer for this. He's putting all his sins on Jake. If you love being this way, why do you keep using blackface? He's using blackface in the spiritual realm. All the things that are completely wicked, he's using Jake to push that wine upon the nations. And this is the case right here. You got to pay. You got to answer for this thing, especially this Zaya Wade thing. And this one is as spiritual as it gets. His birth name is Zion. So, and we know Mount Zion is supposed to be the summit of the cosmos, the nation of Israel. And he's turning Mount Zion into Mount Ziah. Like in the Bible says, if it weren't for the remnant, you'd all be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Look at this. Look at this. This dude is a son. He's supposed to have great genetics of, believe he's going to be in a Hall of Fame basketball player, won over 4 championships. He uses genetics. He wants to walk around like this and be a model. Because society told him it's okay to look that way. Matter of fact, we will forge you. You'll be the top model if you come out and push and do that to yourself. Look at the superstar family right there. This is wickedness to another level. I'm telling you, when you read the Bible and it tells you what's going to happen to you, you see the words. But man, when you see it in real life, words can't explain. This is shocking. This really is outlandishly shocking. This guy, he's doing commercials now. He's doing game shows, just because he's pushing wickedness upon Mount Zion. Look at him. What he used to look like, what he look like now. So, who's going to have to answer for this? Esau's going to have to answer for this. He's thinking by making Jake the face of wickedness, the Most High is going to, like they said, 2/3 got to go. Y'all got to go. You won't get your 2/3, but that 1/3, the Most High has investments here. He's going to get his investment. All right, let's go to Matthew 24, 37, and 39. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them away, all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And I want to focus in on they and them. Like I said, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, he said, and took them all away. And that's what's going on here. These people, they drinking it up. They had the Met Gala last night. Ugh, what kind of wickedness going on there? All right, let's go to Luke. Where we at here? Luke 17, 28 and 29. Likewise also, as in the days of Lot, there go those they people again, did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Those they, them people. They're back. They're back. Here we go. Where we at? Guide to understanding the gender pronouns. Those they, them. You see them? What do they like to call them? They and them. They're back. Those they, them people are back. And they're running wreck shop through Babylon. They are acting like it's the last days for real. And they have to be dealt with. And Kal Halal Yahweh Shem Yahushai for this. Who would ever thought that this would be going on now? And this is a sure sign that we're at the end. This thing's wrapping up. Everything's been put in place. War's wrapping up. Everything is getting where it needs to be so that deliverance can occur. Shootings. You can't have a house party. They're going to shoot up the place. You can't tell your next door neighbor, please, could you stop shooting your gun? My child's trying to go to sleep. You come and shoot up there and kill everybody in the house, including the child. These they, them people are back. And they really are in your face. Why is the person that loves you the most doing all, killing you? Why are these husbands killing their wives and these wives killing their husband? The person supposed to love you the most here is the one you really can't fall asleep next to. You know what I'm saying? So this place is forged. It pushes whoredom. It's been supporting these clowns right here. They're done for now. We're going to start to see them exit stage left. It's time for them to wrap it up and get up out of here. Wars ramping up. These people won't leave well enough alone. Crimea went about their way. For some reason, they feel like they can take it back. These people, they can't sleep. They can't rest. This tempest is after them. Wars, tornadoes, storms, floods. This guy's being confounded in every angle, in every way. But he doesn't want to let go of the past. Doesn't want to let go of the past, but it's over for him. I'm going to wrap it up right there. I'm going to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash. Honor to those that I've learned from, those constantly pushing the word through the internet, keeping the sheep fed. Double honors to their teachers, the apostles of all Israel, and shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking the truth, seeking righteousness, and hoping for edification. Shalom.